Pinterest up 17% pre-market, and Howard's Starbucks down 12. Wow.
You know, the amazing thing about Starbucks, Keith, is they didn't see it coming. I mean, it's like McDonald's said the most ridiculous thing on their call, that they've raised prices so much that they've, brought margins back to where they were in 2019. So now they need to give it back to the consumers so they can get traffic back. Like and Starbucks has the same problem. They've raised prices so much that traffic was down in the quarter 7% in North America, and that's a slowdown on a 1, 2, and 3-year basis. So this is not like this hasn't been slowing for some time, right? And McDonald's has been calling out the consumer weakness for a year. Laxman, who's the CEO, this was his 4th earnings call. He took over from Howard Schultz, and he's vulnerable to an activist campaign. And he just proved me right, because he was asked on the call. There was one question that it was an hour and a half long call, 55 minutes of prepared remarks, which is just insane. And one question said it all. Like, how did we get here? They just had an analyst meeting 5 months ago, which reiterated their guidance for the year, right? And all of a sudden they go from, 7 to 10% revenue growth to flat, and 15 to 20% earnings growth to flat, like in 5 months. How does that happen? How do you, a company the size of Starbucks, how do you not know that your consumer is softening or your sales are softening? And then China is just a disaster.
Pinterest out last night. Pretty much went better than we could have hoped, and did come in above our model. We thought they'd put up 20% revenue growth. They ended up doing 23% in Q1, which was the largest sequential acceleration, the year-over-year growth rate that we've seen in some time. So a step function higher. And it went from 12% growth that we saw in Q4. So pretty significant acceleration above even their own guidance, which was calling for about 17% growth.
To the hedge funds that said we were dead wrong on this, good morning. It's just, and we'll be wrong, like they're wrong today. I mean, people, I saw multiple kind of versions of this, like the way to play the follow-up to short Meta, which most of them didn't have on, they were long Meta, was to short Pinterest.
The stock was up 4% on Friday. And so I told Billy, I was like, yeah, I'm not really looking to, add this back at up 4%. It just doesn't seem to make sense. Like, I don't want to chase it, especially if it's closer to that, the top end of the risk range. So let's just swap it back in for T-Mo, because I think there's not going to be a lot of beta in that one as like a placeholder. We still like T-Mobile as a long, by the way, more as a placeholder, because it could, with earnings not until Tuesday, given how the stock trades, like it's completely possible that we'd wake up Monday and even Tuesday, right? And Pinterest would have given back that 4% move that it had on Friday. And then I'd be in the hole. So, why do that? So then let's just wait until we actually are like closer to the catalyst and we have all the data, and then take the shot when we see it right next to the catalyst. So that was kind of the background, the thinking.
Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.